Hello crypto kings and queens, my name is Natalie. Welcome to my channel. We are looking at Bitcoin right now in this episode, and we did break $60,000. Right now we are around $61,500, but if we're looking at the previous weekly high that we did have, this is where we are reacting to right now. The market doesn't have to have a huge pullback, but it is the pullback that we need for us to be able to go into the market as long again. Going down to the lower time frames just to see more clear on actually what's going on. We are using different levels from different time frames. We're just trying to puzzle everything together to see where it actually can be good to jump into the market. I will also tell you what happened with my trade yesterday. Did I hit stop loss or not? Remember, I am no financial advisor, so you need to look up everything yourself first. Please continue watching this video and we'll try to find out where the pullback can be. I'm gonna tell you what happened to my trade, so let's go. We're starting off with Bitcoin on the weekly, and we've been having huge movement today. We have been crossing the $60,000, and right now we are at around 60, almost 62. We came to 60. No, we did not come to 62, but we came to 61,000. And I'm having a horizontal line right here at the previous candlestick that we did have on April 5th of April. I'm taking it from the wick right here because I want to see, but these are the levels that we can use right now to see where the market actually can come to. It might come back and reverse a little bit. So right now we can see that this candle right here is actually retesting this high on the weekly. Going back in time, we can see how it looks even better. What we are waiting for is obviously a retracement back down, so we can try to use different levels. We need to go back in the past to see where they potentially could come down to. It doesn't have to come back down to 57,500 because it's so far away and we've been moving so much right now. And we're gonna go back to the lower time frames on the charts later. But right now, what areas we can use is actually, we can use this wicks right here. You can see that it was a resistance for a couple of times. We're going down to the lower time frames just to see what we actually did. So we do have this area as a resistance, 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 support, a cute little support, a support. It almost became a resistance one more time. You can also see that the market actually came to that area today and retested it. We had some trouble breaking it. The market came to it. You have two dojis, but also you're looking at the 1 hour chart. You can see that the market broke this high that we did have. We had a small pullback. You had breakouts to the upside, created a new higher high. Market came back down. We can go to the lower time frames and see how it looks. So the market actually broke. This was a breakout retest that we did have around this area right here, because when the market has huge volatility like we're having right now, the market never comes back down so much. Just do a quick pullback, go straight up again. So that's why I'm also going to show you how my trade went since yesterday that I did take, and that was almost the same thing that happened. But this was a perfect breakout retest that we did have. You can also use this high right here as a target. If the market now decides to retrace back a little bit, we can try to see how it looks with the Fibonacci, and we can take 59,766 to the high, and that is 61,838. If the market now decides to come back down and maybe have a quick little pullback one more time, we're using Fibonacci at 6,800 and 6,500. So if the market starts to come back down here and we start to see the retest to the upside, this could be the short pullback that we're having. If market now breaks the Fibonacci level that we're having, it could continue back down to this previous high that we're having right there, or it can come back down to the previous resistance that we also had around 59,800. So this is the three levels that I'm using right now just to see if the market now decides to come back to an area. These are the ones that I'm using. The market can definitely break. Remember, we're having this horizontal line right here from the weekly high on the wick. So this is also a zone that we can use for if the market now decides to come up again. It could definitely come back up and retest that zone again. Because remember, previous resistance turning into new resistance or a new support and vice versa. So we're using these zones to where we actually can find our trade opportunities. I don't think it's a smart idea right now to sell the market because we do have huge momentum. If you're deciding to sell, you have to look at the previous low, because you can see market comes back down here and then after that it just might continue up. So I would not recommend to sell anything right now. Don't go short. Just let the market do what it's supposed to do. Wait for the market to pull back. Look what the pullback is doing, against what levels. Is it breaking the downtrend to the uptrend? And if it does that, the market needs to come back down and retest this previous lower high that we're breaking. So just because we've had so much momentum today to the upside, I know a lot of people think that it will come back down now. It will come back down. So you're selling the market and now you're trapped because the market just have a small pullback and then it continues. It's really important, guys, right now for us to just use these zones that I'm talking about and see what it does against these levels. If we're breaking these two levels to the upside, you're having the same. So either the market comes back down, or it comes back up, or it will just go sideways. But the market now decides to break this high. You just might have a small pullback. And then we're gonna find, and after that, we will have new levels right here. The market will always give us new levels, or we just go back in time to see what can happen. So you just might do it this, come back up to 64,000, 65,000, come back down, break it. So that's why using these levels all the time, you can see market came here. This was also a level from the past. Market came to that area, came back down, created a new level. You also could see that you had a small support right here, came back up. We came back to the resistance. We broke it, came back down and retested it. Spike to the upside. Right now, we are retesting a previous level from before. Creates a new level, comes back down, retest the previous level that we're having on the wick, just might come up again. So the market is doing the same thing over and over again. So that's why we always have to follow the market. If we don't have anything to see at the market right here, go back in time and see what happened. What closest area are we looking at? So I'm gonna show you what happened to my trade last night. So during the live stream that I had yesterday, I actually took a trade from this. I had a sell limit. After the live stream, the market came back up here, activated my sell limit. I had my stop loss above here and I saw the market continue up. So what I did, I was looking at this high right here. I did move my stop loss above the previous high. I saw the market come to the previous resistance. I saw it was about to go down. It came back down again. And you saw I was in profit. But before I went to bed, I obviously did look at the charts. I saw that we did have these wicks right here. So I decided to close my trade because we were at a support. And we do have huge momentums right now. So I did have my take profit further down because that was the Fibonacci level that I had taken from the higher time frames that the market could retrace back to and then continue to the upside. But I did close my trade right here. It was not a lot of pips, but at least it was not break even or it was not in stop loss. If you know what you're looking for, that's fine. I would not recommend everyone to do this. The trend is your friend, obviously, but with experience and how you see the market, you do what you want to do. It was good. Waking up in the morning and I saw this, it just confirmed my feeling also. You always learn, and you have to learn to trust yourself, and that's the good thing. Right now, we just have to wait for the market, obviously, to come back down to these levels that I'm talking about, or it will just break to the upside and create new levels. But we have to wait for the pullback. Even if it's a small pullback, that's what we have to wait for because we're never, ever buying the market when the market is at this highest point. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment below if there's something you're wondering. If you just like this video, give it some good comments. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I have lives minimum 3 times a week. I have videos about cryptocurrencies every single day. So continue having a good day. Don't sell Bitcoin right now. Wait for the retracement. That's my advice to you, but you do what you want to do. Have a good day. Bye bye.